Hi friends, host Eric here. Let's talk on famous people. I'm standing outside our client's house. I got here 40 minutes early. Well, it's like I left myself an hour to get here for some reason. Even though it usually doesn't take that long. I usually run late, but today I didn't run late. I was running a little early. I sort of forgot that I actually only have to leave myself half an hour to get here, and then it actually only ended up taking me 15 minutes to get here. So, what happens when you do this cushion thing to prevent yourself from being late? Sometimes you don't use any of the cushions and then you arrive super early. Anyhow, I was making a video on the way over here about the confluence of different approaches to life, or worldviews, you might say. What else could you call it? Like, not ideologies, but metaframes, frames, sets of values. We could divide it in terms of intuitives and sensors, but if you were going to divide it into thinking and feeling, or who are the sensing forms of thinking and who are the intuitive forms of thinking, you include INTJ and ENTJ probably on the sensing side. They have more in common with them. It's like, it's empirics, it's particularism, it's actuality, physicality, all those sort of elements as priorities over abstract, intellectual, it's empirics versus reason. On the TE side, TENI is much more empirical than it is reasonable. The thing is, what's weird is the way that the empirical types don't want to accept their own empirical bias while concurrently displaying it. They don't seem to understand that empirics are not the universal frame. They're one of multiple. The thing is, the only frame that actually incorporates all the frames, potentially even, is TI, because it recognizes, it's able to reduce into an object particularism, namely the word particularist, and say, well, okay, well, this is of a limited, my understanding of things is of limited utility here because of the particularism of the situation, that it's not an exemplar of a type, it's not reducible in some regard, and thus it's appropriate for another means of engagement. If we think about cognitive functions as means of engagement rather than as whatever we tend to think of them as, then we better can approach the idea, because although it's true we can be in an empty room with no stimulation at all and thus have nothing to engage with, so to speak, and will still be, despite not engaging, we're still engaging with something. It's like, if I'm stuck in an empty room, or I'm stuck sitting here waiting, I'm engaging by making a video. If I weren't making the video, I'd probably be thinking about the stuff in my head anyway, pointlessly. These are things I'm engaging with from the external world, but they're not immediate external world things. So it's like, these concepts are idea blocks, argument blocks you might call them. They stem from They stem from things I've read in the world and people I've interacted with and thinking I've done before about it. The me part of it is, as far as I'm concerned, what I've added to the ideas almost, or like what I've done with them. The me part isn't the one who uses the ideas. It's not the one who experiences the benefits of having the ideas or something. It's just I'm the one who's doing the ideating. There's a big ass fucking beetle. Get away. Big ass flying beetle. These things. Mexican kids will put them on strings. They're not dangerous, but they're scary. They're a little like, it's a big ass bug. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I don't even know where it went. Oh, it's right there. Fuck. Maybe it'll fly right in front of the camera. I just hit it. Make it go away. Oh, make it go away. That bug, I tell you. So, there's an example of me having to switch to SE mode there for a little bit and deal with this intrusion upon my metaphysical space. And what happened? Well, I didn't stop ideating. I just made all the ideas about that thing and that insisted on having my attention. I didn't stop talking, So, something that really takes over your metaphysical space if you got to stop talking. Like sex. Although I could still talk plenty during sex, but sometimes it's just past talking. Anyway, I don't know what the point of all this is here, this video exactly. I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, uninspired. Have a nice day.